Welcome, physical educators. This is Thinking PE.
Because Phi-Ed is more than just fun and games.
I'm Stacy Nelson.
And I'm Jamie Seneca.
And it's our goal to dig deeper beyond the activities that make your class awesome.
So buckle up and join us on this journey.
Welcome to the first episode of Thinking PE. My name is Stacy Nelson. I'm an elementary Phi-Ed teacher from St. Francis, Minnesota. Now, St. Francis is a little bit north of the Twin Cities up there in Minnesota. So you know where we're coming from here. And I've been teaching for a little over 25 years. And the last 8 is where I've been focused on elementary Phi-Ed. I have about 650 kids or so, kindergarten through 5th grade.
And I'm Jamie Seneca. I teach in Chanhassen, Minnesota, which is a southern suburb of the Twin Cities as well, home of the recording artist Prince. And I have too. I've been teaching over 15 years, and the last 8 years have been in elementary physical education, where I found my passion in elementary Phi-Ed. Same thing, I have about 650 students in my school as well. We're here to discuss what is Thinking PE.
Well, first of all, I want to let everybody know we're not here to pretend to be the experts to deliver all of the information. That's not what we're pretending to do. Kind of the opposite is we're here to ask questions. We're here to gather information from the global PE community and then put those resources out to the rest of the global community again. And it's because of our philosophy on PE.
Great Phi-Ed is more than just fun and games. And we want to dig deeper into what makes great teachers great in the physical education community. We know that great teaching is far more than the what activities that we play. There's more into that, and that's where Thinking PE comes in to access how successful teachers think.
Yeah, and that's much more about the how they're thinking than the what they're thinking. Because we felt the PE community, like Twitter and Facebook, does a great job of putting resources out there of what activities to do. Fabulous resource. But when I went in, when I had a student teacher, to look for resources to try to teach that teacher how to think about PE, how to manage their classroom, how to decide what activities fit and what don't, a lot of those thinking things, it's just not out there. Or maybe it is, but it's harder to find. So we're hoping to maybe increase the flow of those types of things as well as the what.
Yeah, we wanted to tap into all that knowledge that's out there in the Phi-Ed community to again see how they think. How do they think about classroom management? When setting up a scope and sequence or a curriculum, what goes into that curriculum? Because so much can go. As much as we have in there, there's a lot that gets left out. And why do we leave that out? And that's not to challenge why you leave something out, but to understand the thinking process, because based on the equipment needs that you have, the interest of your students, your community, there's a lot that goes into why you're doing the things that you are doing.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to try to do some surveys. We're going to do a lot of interviews. We're going to try to find lots of ways to dig into the PE community's vast base knowledge. And then we might be asking you, the listeners, for stuff. And then the podcast is just a way to spew that back out and get it back out so everybody's benefiting from it.
Yeah, it's just to start that line of communication to see how each other think. And, we often do, when we discuss things, I think one of the important things is we always discuss things through the lens of the Phi-Ed teacher. When we talk to each other, we're discussing it as two Phi-Ed teachers, and we want to take it through the other side of the lens and discuss it from the perspectives of the students and the community, just to see the way they're thinking of what Phi-Ed is.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's not just the PE community that needs to be good and excited about what we're doing. It's in some ways more important that people outside the community see the value of what we're creating and how much thought really does go into a great PE program.
That's where it comes into sometimes challenge the trends and the common way of thinking. And it's not to challenge that somebody's doing anything wrong, but again, going back to that thought of why are you doing the things that you're doing? Because sometimes it's just, well, that's the way it's always been done.
Yep. I'm hoping we can keep it super non-judgmental, that we understand that people that have been doing things have reasons for what they're doing, And you might disagree and have a different opinion, but that's great. We all can put our knowledge together, and then we're professionals. We can sift through that and take the stuff that you want and that fits your style, and then move from there, and maybe be challenged. Maybe your thinking will shift because you hear somebody else, and maybe it won't. But we're hoping to keep it super non-judgmental, but just, hey, let's have the discussion. Let's start the discussion.
And just in those initial discussions that we've had getting started here, it's really challenged the way I've done things and the way I've thought about things as well. And again, not to say anything that done is wrong, but it does add perspective to understand the why somebody does something the way that it's done, and then it makes you think about your own way that you do things.
Yeah. Yep. So in some ways, why listen to Thinking PE? To get us to think more about PE and not just get into habits and ruts, and just allow ourselves, as well as other people that are listening, to really deepen their thinking about what we're doing, so we can elevate PE to the next level.
And one of those ways is just to connect with us, and we'd love to hear from you, hear your ideas, hear your thoughts, hear your interest, and connect with us on Twitter at ThinkingPE. You can see us on our YouTube channel, which is also ThinkingPE, or on our website at thinkingpe.com.
Well, that's fantastic. I think we can wrap this up, the first session up with that. And we're excited about launching episode 2, which is going to be a study that we did regarding the priorities of PE. And we sent out a study and went to well over 100 different PE teachers, where they all ranked their different priorities as they put their lessons together. In other words, how they're thinking about PE as they're deciding what priorities to put into their lessons. So we're excited to launch that. We'll be looking forward to that. With that, this is Stacy. Peace out.
This is Jamie. I'm out.